What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol ROKU for Roku Inc. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will of course be an update. We had some older levels, mainly this right here, some prior support and resistance from there. No longer really relevant. I already did clear the drawing set, wanted to make that known. Here, we are starting to get a bit of a daily bear flag that's panning out. In the post-market, we are significantly lower. We're trading 158 by 150, what is that, 158.95. So about $1 spread, but nonetheless still lower than where we've closed today. Let's go ahead and just flip that on and start talking about scenarios here into tomorrow's session. So we always want to know where the overnight low is, we want to know where the forecasted opening print is, and we want to know where today's low was for the gap close. Zooming into the daily time frame to talk about the scenarios here, let's adjust this so it's a little bit easier on the eyes. There we go. The first thing you're always going to be thinking about whenever you're dealing with a gap is the gap and trap, right? So if we open here, fail to take out the overnight low and attract new sellers there, we're looking for longs back up through the open to close the gap up towards 167.11. Again, that's about a 10-point range there, definitely something worth trading for, especially if you're going to use options. Now, I probably wouldn't use the 0 DTEs just because theta is really going to be burning away at your premium there, but if you go out a week or two, definitely a valid day trade on your hands. The other thing that may complicate this a little bit is the fact that we had a 3-day balance right around in here, and we're certainly underneath the balance lows. So to me, that could also offer some resistance before the gap fills all the way, which is going to be here, close to about 162.35. That range, probably not necessarily worth trading for, noting that your risk is here, really about a 1-to-1. Maybe it's a little bit better, like 1.25 to 1. But again, that trade is probably not as attractive if you're seeing that as being a likely scenario into tomorrow's session. Now, if we open sort of, further lower, obviously it sets up a larger range to be trading for there, and maybe it is a little bit more attractive. So please do reassess for the opening print here. But nonetheless, I do want to reemphasize the fact that the daily downtrend is firmly in effect. This is definitely acting as a bear flag on the daily, and it looks like we could be breaking down out of it. So in the case of a gap and go, meaning that we move lower, so open here, put in a bearish pattern, bearish consolidation, break the overnight low, what's the target going to be? Well, let's scrunch up the chart together, find a target, and then we'll send you on your way. So looking to our left, we're looking for anything roughly under 160, which is going to bring up that section there. So let me zoom in on that. Here we go. So there's your 160. Anything underneath, big shelf of support right here on 146 even, we'll call it. And we also had this. I'm just going to roughly split the difference between the top end of that range there, as well as some of these lows from right around here. That's 156.72. So those are definitely valid downside targets here as we move into this, open tomorrow on the gap down that you should be paying attention to. And if we just zoom back in, we're probably going to be opening right on that 156.72 or very close to it anyways, which may be providing enough support to move the price back higher. So overall, Roku does look terrible from a daily pattern perspective, but because of the nuances of the gap and opening at this area of support, maybe we do see a little bit of an uptick here to fill the gap. I would be wary though and start to look for bearish setups as that fills. So if we get here, look for turnaround, equal lows does set up the case for lower. If we even fill the gap all the way to here, turnarounds, again, break back down through, does set up the turn for that 146 area that we identified from prior support in the past. So overall, do be looking for the bearish setups to unfold, but if you're a savvy day trader, there is opportunity here for a gap fill and some long-sided activity on that first scenario, which we mentioned earlier on in the video. That's going to wrap it up. If you enjoyed it today or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description. And all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.